Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Before I get started today, I want to explain a little bit about, well, you may not have noticed even that I've been kind of lacking in my videos. You may not have noticed because when I do videos, I do some and then it takes me a while to get them up and I kind of space them out and stuff. So you may not have noticed, but it's been a while since I've actually done a video. I've been in kind of a slump, a funk. I don't know what you want to call it, but I haven't felt like crafting. I haven't felt like doing videos. Actually, I haven't felt like doing much of anything. You know how when you live up north and the winter comes and it's cold and it's snowy and you, after a while, you get that cabin fever and you get those wintertime blues? Well, that's me in the summer in Florida. It's too stinking hot. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like going anywhere. I just lose all motivation to do anything. And that's where I was at. I was just, bleh. And I think I've worked my way out of it. I actually did a glue book video yesterday, which is not going to get put out there because in it I had kind of a pity party. It was not good, and I said, Mary, you can't put that out there. People don't want to hear that. No, you got to stay positive and upbeat. And so here I am. I'm back. I think I've straightened out my head a bit, and I have a plan, and I'm back in the game. Today what I'm doing is I am working on journal covers. That's all I'm doing, is making a few covers. I don't know how many I'll get to, but I'm just gonna keep crafting the covers. You can watch along with me. I don't know if I'll do too much explaining of what I'm doing. Maybe I will. I don't know. This is one I've started, so I'm just going to work on it, and I'm just going to chat. It's just going to be like a craft and chat kind of thing, because I don't know. It's been a while, and that's what I feel like doing. What happened is I've kind of been in a slump, and I think part of my slump was caused by YouTube. Not you guys. You guys are great. My subscribers and viewers are great. But it was me and how I was doing my YouTube videos. I got off track of why I was doing them. And I have to keep in mind, and I want you also to keep in mind, well, you don't have to. Doesn't make a difference to you. I am not monetized. I do not make money on my videos due to a little glitch with AdSense. Those are the people that pay you for the videos, and my email address. A very simple glitch that could be fixed very easily, but I have no way to communicate with them and have not figured out how to fix that glitch yet. But I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad because I've come to the conclusion that I don't want to be a great big huge YouTuber, because for me, now other people are different, I know. For me, I feel like it takes away from my creativity, because I have found myself crafting for YouTube. You know, trying to think of something to do in a video that people would like, that I can put out there on YouTube. What would make a good video? And that way of thinking. And I think it was taking me away from the reason that I'm crafting and the reason that I was doing videos. And that was for the fun of it. And I got caught up in the whole YouTube thing, and there's no reason for me to, because I'm not monetized. The only thing that I get out of it is the pleasure of doing it. which is a big thing, which is a good thing for me. That's why I do it. So I don't want to lose that. So I'm kind of glad that I'm not, my channel isn't like a huge, big channel, because, I'm a small town girl, you know, and that's where I want to keep that. So what do you think about this one? I think I'm going to need some adhesive under here a little bit. And I'm going to try this. This book is glossy. And the first glue that I used, it did not stick at all. So then I tried to use this when I was doing the fabric, and it kind of stuck a little bit better. But I'm not real happy with it. Now this trim, this lace, I've glued to the fabric, so that should stick. But I think that this part of it needs to be glued down also. So I'm going to let that dry and see if that's going to stick. I don't know. If this doesn't stick, I'm not sure what else to go to. I've got some super, kind of like super glue for fabric, but I don't like using it. See, this fabric here on this side is not stuck down real well. All right, let me let this dry and see how this does. So anyway, I've decided that I need to stick to crafting and doing videos. Not doing videos. How am I wording this? Not crafting for the videos, but just videoing the crafting. I don't know if that's going to make any sense to anybody else but me, but that's my thought process. So then I had to figure out, okay, so what am I crafting? What I was thinking, well, I'm making journals for what? What am I going to do with all these journals that I'm making? So I had to figure that out. And I think I've figured it out a bit. I don't know. I think what I'm doing is I'm going to try to make some... You have to excuse me if I can't talk. I can't talk and craft at the same time. I'm trying. And once I get all this out, I'll stop talking a little bit and do more crafting. I just feel like I have to get this out, you know. So what am I doing this for? I think what I'm going to do is, we have, you know, fall is coming. Cooler weather is coming, and we're going to get back to doing our little yard sale things that we do. I've told you about that. We do them set up in a parking lot at the thrift store once a month. And it's fun. We don't sell a whole lot, but it's fun to do. My husband makes walking sticks and canes, and he sells those. And so he sells those, and I'm going to try to sell some journals. I don't know if it's the customer base for it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Boy, this book block came out so clean. Isn't that nice? It's like that was a well-made book. And I think it was a Reader's Digest. Was it made by Reader's Digest? No, it wasn't. Romance Treasury. Copyright 1974. Romance Treasury Association. Is that the publisher? Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. Very well made book. So I'm going to keep the spine because it's a good spine. It's leather. It's all intact. And I am going to put some fabric over it, and that'll help reinforce it. Because I don't necessarily need to have the words on here. But I like this, and it is a nice leather book. So I'm going to cover this. And I might, I don't know if I'm going to have enough material with this. I don't know if I'll have enough material to cover this. I'll have to see. I want to do this part first. And I'm using this sample fabric sample. It's upholstery fabric or drapery fabric. It's probably drapery. Suitable for upholstery, drapery, and bedspreads. So I'm going to use this on the spine. And I think it is just tall enough. Yeah. It's not going to quite go all the way, but that's okay. I'm going to cut it at the paper anyway. And I think I'm going to pink it. So anyway, so that's what I've decided to do. I think one of the things that was holding me back creatively was, ooh, these aren't that sharp, was not knowing what I'm doing with this stuff. And also having all of this stuff that I have bought and put money into, and it's sitting here. And I feel like I'm not using it. I'm obviously not using it at the same rate that I'm acquiring it. So, you know, I think that was bothering me. So now I have a purpose, a reason to be making these journals. So I'm going to make them, and hopefully my method will use some things up. And also, ooh, which side do I want? That side, I don't know if you can tell the difference in this, but this side's got shiny background, and this side's got shiny on the design part. I'm going to do the shiny background up. Okay, but I don't need it that wide. I don't want it to there. And I think if I can cut this straight, this will be wide enough for me to use on the inside. Let's hope. And I didn't cut it straight, of course. Of course I didn't. Because I can't cut straight. I might be able to get away with that, though. I don't know. Maybe not. I have more similar fabric that I think I can find one that's close enough that I can put on the inside. But I have to straighten this up. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at this. How do you cut straight, people? I'm laying it on the grid and seeing if that'll help me. It probably won't, because I can't see the grid. Oh my gosh. Is that better? I think it's a little better. I think it's close enough. It still doesn't seem straight to me, but I'm afraid to keep cutting it, because if I end up cutting it too small, it's it won't work, and I'll have to use a different piece. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So here I am. I'm simply making covers, and yeah, I'm just doing this. And I'm going to enjoy it. And here's how I'm going to do my videos from now on. I will continue to do haul videos, of course, because I really love doing those. But I'm going to do my crafting as I enjoy it. And while I'm doing my crafting, if I feel like turning on the camera, then I'll turn on the camera and I'll end up with a video. And that's how I'm going to do it, because I don't want the pressure of having to figure out what to do in a video. I don't want to worry about whether people like it or not. If they don't like it, it's okay. They can turn it off and it's not going to affect me. I'm not even going to know. So who cares? Now, if I ever do get monetized, and maybe I may have a different attitude about it. I don't know. But right now, this is what it is. This is what I do. And this is how I'm doing it. And that's it. That's just it. I am going to put, I don't know why I bothered with the pinking on here, because I am going to put, I just want that even. I am going to put lace on here. So that's going to be covered up anyway. So that was kind of silly to worry too much about that. Even whether it was straight or not. I didn't really need to worry about that. I like that. What do you think? Yeah. Maybe I'll attempt a hidden spine on this one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't do too many hidden spines because the ones that I've attempted did not come out well. I didn't know what I was doing. So maybe I will attempt another one. Maybe I'll watch a video or something, another video, and try to do one. I don't know. Okay, so this one I had picked out for the lace. This. I think this is so pretty. And it adds just a tiny bit of color to it. Oh yeah, I like that. All right. That's pretty. So I just want to say, I know that I had not been like responding to comments and stuff. That was all just part of my little funk I was in. So I'm sorry if I did not respond to your comments. I love your comments. I love reading them, and I try, and I'm going to try to do better at interacting with you, because that's what I like. You know, I like to talk to you. You're my friends. So if I've been remiss, I'm sorry. And I know there's at least one of you out there that I really do owe a big apology to, that I haven't responded to, not only comments but also mail. And I apologize for that, and I promise I'm going to make it up to you. You know who you are. Sonia. Because I'm remiss in that, and I apologize, and I'm going to get on that. Oh, this is so cute. What do you guys think? Do you like this? I like this one. Now, I'm making these covers like with no particular theme or style or color or anything like that in mind. I just picked the books and the cover material that was calling to me, and however I end up decorating them, I always let the journals speak to me, kind of. I don't know if that sounds weird, or maybe you know what I mean, because, you know, I'm sure you do the same thing when you're crafting. So I don't know how these will end up in the end, but I'm just concentrating on creating some covers right now. And I think that this is going to be a really pretty one. Now, when I make covers, when I start a journal and I make covers, I do this part of it that I'm doing now, the spine and the trim and that, but I'm not going to necessarily decorate this part right now, because that's part of, to me, that's part of the essence of the journal. Part of what speaks to me as I'm working on it. So usually I will do this part about midway in the journal, or when the decorating is finished, because then I kind of know what direction the journal has taken. Oh gosh, that's so pretty. Of course, this will be trimmed off. I really like that one. Now, as for the inside of them, this one, like I said, I'm going to try to do a hidden spine, see if I can figure out how to do that. The end papers are pretty good. This has a little bit of dirt on it, and I don't know if I can. It might be just age dirt that I can't get off. And I might just leave it anyway, because it's an old book. Gives it some character. You know, you don't want like recent grunge on your books, but if it's part of the aging, I think sometimes it's just fine. It's just part of it. Yep, I like that one. All right, I'm going to put that over there to dry. So I have 2 covers down. I like that. This one. Oh, she's so cute. Peg of my heart. I believe with this one, I don't know. Let me get the pages out, and then I'll see if how the spine is. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the spine or not. Now on this one, there's an insignia here. I don't think there was on the other one. No. So I'm going to save this page and incorporate it in the book somehow, because I like to do that. I like to take a piece of the book, whether it's a page or the end paper, or, you know, is that what it's called? An insignia? That's not an insignia. It's a whatever that's called. You know, whatever in the book has some character, I try to save that, or maybe even if it's just a page from the book. I think that this spine is not going to be, yeah, I can see through it on the edges here, so I'm going to just make a new spine for this. And we'll just use the covers. Now, I don't know if I'd consider this mass making. I guess in a way it is, but I don't want to, like, I don't usually mass make embellishments and things, because I feel like each journal is unique and has unique embellishments. So the embellishments that I put in the journal, I want to be specific to that journal. Now, I do have embellishments that I have made up ahead of time, because sometimes when I'm crafting, that's what I feel like doing, is making embellishments. And those have been set aside, and if they fit in a book, if they work for a book, then I use them. But I don't have like this big supply of embellishments, because I feel like when I make them ahead of time like that, they just sit there because they don't work in any of the books that I've made. I don't know. So each of these, I will make embellishments separately for each of these books. Now I could keep this. I am going to keep this and maybe make a bookmark out of it or something. These can be used, little pieces for collage. I don't generally save little teeny tiny things, but if it's something like this, I will save it. This stuff, I don't save. I know there's probably people that do, but I don't. So I have to clean this off before I proceed. Hopefully I won't mess up my view. I have my camera set, you know, at a certain spot, and my cutting mat set in a certain space, and my ruler put down in a certain space. Because you know, it's hard for me to get in camera and stay in camera. I don't know why. Now, the fabric that I picked out for this one is this. I thought it went well with the cover. It's a little bit thin, but that's okay. I've used this for things before, and it worked out just fine. You find an end to it here. These ends are serged, but I have a raw edge somewhere because I have used this fabric. What the heck? Where did it go? Hold on. Let me find, where's my, there it is. I'm going to cut from this end. But I have to decide I need to cut this straight down here. Ew, you're going the wrong direction. Ugh. All right, that's all right. That's all right, it still works. I think that, is that twice my, oh yeah, that'll work. All right. Now, but I have to decide how big of a spine I want on this one. I guess it doesn't, I don't have a plan for it. So let me go with 1.5 inches. Let me see, I have a piece of cardboard right here. Oh, that's not big enough. Nah. Alright, I have to go get a piece of cardboard. I'm just going to, just bear with me 1 second while I walk around my table to the other side of my room, because I can't get across this way because I have too much stuff there. And finding a piece of cardboard. Here's my piece of cardboard to walk back around my table. Isn't that terrible? I really, what I would like to do is be able to move my table down just a couple inches, but I have stuff at the end of that end of the table that is taking up space, and if I move it down, then I won't have room to walk down there. So it's kind of a dilemma. All right, so I'm thinking 1.5 inches. Let me see, how big is 1.5 inches? To here. I think that'd be good. All right, 1.5 inches by 7.5. That's pretty easy. All right. So if I'm going to do 1.5 inches spine, and I want it to come onto my book. Oh, I don't want to cover up these, but I've got some over here, so that'll be all right. I like it to come probably about ¾ of an inch. Oh, Mary, you're gonna have to do math. All right, let me think. Here, we got 1.5, 0.75, and 0.75 on each side, right? You probably all just did that in your head. Yeah. I'm sure you just did that in your head while I was having to do that on paper. But at least I know how to do it on paper, right? All right, 7.5 by 3. No, that's going to be this. Oh my gosh, Mary. You don't know what you're doing. I swear I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Okay, 3 inches here. 1, 2, 3. And I'll give it myself a little bit. I really do kind of know what I'm doing. I just fumble about it sometimes. That's why I'll never be a professional YouTuber. Because I just fumble about. I don't make sure everything's perfect. All right, and I want this to be about what? Oh, it tears. All right, this needs to be about 14 or so. A little bit more. 7, no. Oh gosh, don't mismeasure. 15, a little bit more than 15. Let's say about 16 or so. So I'll go give myself a little bit more. Go to there. This material is very thin, and it does not like to, I mean, it tears easily, but look what it does. I mean, it's okay. I can fix it all, but it gets these little snags in it. I hope that's going to look all right. I think it will. I like that against that. Okay, so that's going to be that. One and a half, right? 1.5 by 7.5. And I'm gonna make sure this is gonna be straight. So there's 1.5. One and a half. I'll just use this ruler. I don't stick myself in the stomach. This is a long ruler. It's very handy. Sometimes. Oh, boy, it's cumbersome. And it's magnetic too, so it sticks to my mat. Because my mat is magnetic. Which is good. Okay. But then I only need 7.5. Go this way. And just so I do it straight, here, I'll just do this. I'm like so bad at making things straight. See, I don't even think that's straight. Oh well. The other day when I was working on that first journal cover, I had a piece of cardboard. It was thicker than this though. And I tried using the craft knife on it, and it worked okay. You know, I had to swipe it a few times. But then I had like the short end. And I said, I'll just use the scissors on the short end. And it cut so easy. It was like, I spent all that time with my craft knife going joot, joot, joot. And all I had to do was go snip. Sometimes I just can't find the short way around things. Okay, did we do it? It's a little short. Look at that. It's too short. I can't do that. Ugh. Mary. What in the world? I thought you measured this. I need it here. Mary, right here. Did I just draw that straight? I don't know. All right. Let me try that again. Maybe this ruler will work better. Yes, that's it. It was the ruler's fault. It was definitely the ruler's fault. All right, I need to make sure that this is going to be right. As it's saying, measure twice, cut once. I think that's straight. Ay, ay, ay. Good thing I never took geometry in school. I would have failed. I would have failed really badly. All right, that's better. I cannot believe I just did that. And on camera. Yep, that's the way I do things. All right, I'm just going to cut this across like that. I'm wasting, but I just wasted a whole piece. Actually, that's okay. I can use that on another journal that's not as tall, or I'll use it to wind lace on. Either way. Cardboard that I got for free somewhere isn't going to go to waste. All right, that's better. Wow. I think I need to double that. Oh, I can't. I don't have enough cardboard. I think it's okay if it's not the same height. Isn't it? I usually make it the same height as my front and back cover. But I don't know if it really matters, because it's going to be, you know, you're going to open it anyway. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about this. All right. Where's my fabric? And the way that I'm going to do this one is I'm going to wrap it. So it's going to end up and I think I want the bottom yeah. I have to cut this off right here because that's bugging me. It's throwing me off just a little bit. I want this to end up, if it will, the bottom like that. See this frayed part? I want that on the bottom. So it's going to be right like that. Just going to mark this. Okay. So now, I don't know if this is how you guys all do this. This is how I do it. So either you're going to learn a new way here, or you're going to sit there and you're going to say, oh no, I don't think you should do it like that. I don't know. I don't know why you would object to me doing it this way, but you shouldn't object to it. It's just a different way, or maybe it's the same way you do it. I don't know. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I've seen people do this many different ways, and I've just kind of developed my own way of doing it. That's too much glue, I can tell you right now. So I've developed my own way of doing it by taking the different techniques that I've seen people use and using all the different techniques, and that's not a technique, and coming up with what works for me. And this method seems to work for me, so this is how I do it. And seems to have worked just fine so far. Yeah, this is really thin fabric, but it's okay because the cardboard is it's, you know, neutral. It's all right that it's not a cereal box that has, you know, Fruit Loops on it or anything. It works. Now comes the tricky part. It's not really that tricky. First couple times that I did it, you know, I was kind of like, I'm scared. But you develop your style, your ways and means of doing things, and it works. I've watched people do theirs, and I'll be watching them and I'll be yelling, you gotta smooth it out, don't forget to smooth it out. But even if they don't do what I do, it works for them. You know, theirs works for them and mine works for me, and you figure it out, you know. And it's all good and it's all fun, and I'm so glad I worked myself out of that slump. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was like, and it, like I said, it wasn't just crafting. It's just life. It's just, my life is boring right now. We don't do anything. We don't go anywhere, and I'm just bored, and I'm still bored, but I'm accepting it. I'm accepting that, you know what? It's all right. It's okay. We'll get back into the swing of things very soon. I have to stop wishing for what I don't have and appreciate what I have. I mean, you've heard that said, right? You see the memes on Facebook and shit. So we all know that, but to practice that concept in theory sometimes is hard to do, you know. And I really do try to live by that, because I have a good life. Gosh, I retired at 55. You guys, I haven't had to work since I was 55, and that's awesome. I don't care what anybody said. You know, people told me, oh, you're gonna get bored, and yeah, sometimes I get bored, but if I want to, every day I can come in here and I can craft. I can do whatever I want. I can go lay in my pool. I can do anything I want to do. It's in my control. And that in itself is so valuable to me. It's the stress level of working. I don't care what you do for a job. Unless you have a job that you really, 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 really enjoy. And if you do, yay for you. I mean, that's awesome. Keep working. As long as you're enjoying it. But here's the thing. I liked my job. I liked the actual work that I did for the most part. But there were aspects of the job and people in the job and politics of the job that I did not enjoy at all. I worked for a municipality. So there were, believe me, there were politics. And it wasn't pretty, and it wasn't fun, and it wasn't enjoyable to be subject to those political decisions. And if you've ever worked for any kind of government, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure in the private sector it exists too. But let me tell you, government work is way too political. And we're talking like a small city. We're not talking like, it's not even small town politics, but we're not talking big politics. It's not on the state or national level. It was local politics, and it was, come on, it was just as bad. It was not good. So I'm glad to be out of that environment and living my life stress-free. Very, very stress-free right now. My husband and I are both very healthy. I lost my thing here. We're both very healthy and very fortunate. And so I have nothing to complain about. And I have to remind myself of that sometimes. And once I get a grip on that and I remind myself of it, and then I can get back to enjoying life. And I don't know. I had forgotten that. You know, one of the things is stinking social media. I could do away with social media. The only reason that I don't is for the crafting. I like the crafting Facebook groups. I don't do a whole lot on Instagram. I really should do more on Instagram, crafting-wise. But social-wise, social media, I'm telling you, it's not good for us. It is so not good for us. It has taken away being physically social. People don't call each other on the phone to chat anymore. People don't write letters anymore. People don't get together and see each other much anymore. And you know what? More and more people aren't even going to work. They're working from home, which good for them, you know, if that's what they enjoy doing, but there's no social aspect to it. And social media is just, it has ruined society as we knew it. Now, okay, we have a new society, but I don't like it. I'm old school. And I know you can use it to your advantage, you know, there's communication is better and all of that kind of stuff. Some parts of communication is better, other parts is not. But it can also be hurtful, because sometimes I find myself, not like intentionally, but comparing to others. You know, I see people taking these wonderful European vacations, my mother included. I'm so jealous. And You know, they put these beautiful pictures up of their vacations that they've gone on, and it makes me envious because we can't travel right now, my husband and I, because we're in a situation. I told you we just got a new kitten. I don't know why. She's adorable, though. We absolutely love her, and we are glad that we got her. But yeah, we have 2 house cats, and so we have these 2 house cats that we have nobody to watch. We can't, we can leave them alone for a few days, a couple of days. I think that we decided 2 nights is probably, maybe 3 nights might be pushing it. We just leave them enough food and water, and they're fine. You know, cats are pretty self-sufficient. And the reason we got the kitten, really, is because we were afraid if we did go away for more than 2 days, that our cat that we had, the first cat, would be lonely. Because she, she really did depend on us. And, I like that one. And so we didn't want her to be lonely. So we got her a kitten. Silly us. But now, not only do we have no one to watch our cats, but, which I think that my mother would take both of them if we asked her. I think she would. Or she'd come here and take care of them. But we now have, once again, my sister-in-law's cat that we are babysitting. And she's a problem child. So we can't send her to somebody. And we don't really want to leave her for too long here with the other 2 cats by themselves. Just because she doesn't behave well. So I know you're wondering, what are you doing, Mary? I'm trying to just make this a little bit smaller because I kind of wanted more of the cover to show. And it's okay, that's jagged, because it's going to get covered up with this. That look alright? I think that looks good. So anyway, so we're not traveling like we want to because of the cats, and we've done that to ourselves. We really have. We shouldn't have gotten the second cat. And we can't help that we're taking care of the sister-in-law's cat. Hopefully she'll be able to take care of her soon. But that's the situation we're in. So I just start feeling sorry for myself that I'm in that situation. And I shouldn't, because it's all right. We'll get our traveling in one of these days. We're still fairly young. God, I feel my age more and more every day. We're still young enough to get travel time in. Let's put it that way. And we'll do it. We'll get there. I'm pretty confident about that. So I just have to bide my time is all. I think I need to put more. On this edge. So I hope you're crafting along. Hope you're not like super bored just watching me do this. I like these kind of videos myself. So I do hope you like them. And you know, when I said that I don't want to do videos for, I don't want to craft for the videos. I didn't mean that I didn't care whether you liked them or not. I do care. I still want you to like them. It's just, I just have to be me about it, you know? Oh, that's pretty. I like that one. Maybe this should have been a little bit more antique color, but that's all right. I like it. I like it still. So what I'm going to do with these journal covers, I'm going to make a variety of different covers. The ones I've made right now are made from books, but I am going to make some other ones, some soft cover ones, and I have a couple of little golden books here I'm going to use. But it's been about an hour. So I'm going to close this video up and say that's it for today. And oh, and I wanted to mention yeah, I wanted to mention that you may notice that I skipped a video. I did not do a video after the last haul. That's about when my little slump started. But also because what I did was I did the haul video and then I put everything away. And I shouldn't have done that because by the time I got around to doing the crafting video, I had forgotten what was in the haul. And I was too lazy to go back and view the video to see what was in the haul. And then I would have had to pull it all out again and figure out what I was going to do. And that's what I meant by crafting for the video. So I skipped that one. I'm not doing that. Maybe the next haul video I'll have a craft along. I don't know. No, you know what? Let me think about this. It's the next craft along I don't have. It's the next, geez, Mary. It's the next haul video I don't have a craft along with. The last one I did. It's the next one. I've already filmed. I've already recorded the video, the haul video. And I don't have a craft along with it. Because I don't know if it's this one or the next one. One of these haul videos, either the last one or the next one, doesn't have a craft along after it because I didn't do it. That's it. Sorry about that. All right, so there's that one. I just have to figure out what I'm going to put in here, and it's probably going to be more of a flatter lace, maybe like maybe this. Yeah, that might be it. I'm not sure yet, but this one is going to dry. And so that's 3 I did today, right now in this thing. This one, I like it. This one I really like. That's pretty. And this one. That's going to make a cute little journal, isn't it? I like that one. All right. So, that's it for now. I'm going to continue my crafting because I'm on a roll and I'm going to keep doing it. And, we'll see you next time. I'm sure that you will see these journals come up again in other craft alongs. So keep watching and we will see you the next time. Thanks. Bye.